Oh, sorry about that. I was rocking out in my car, just bopping to a little Bruce Coburn from back in the day. Yeah, so just thought I would let you guys know what Leslie Mann, also aka Leslie Apatow, she's married to Judd Apatow, what she told me about how to be a great actor. Now, if you don't know who Leslie Mann / Apatow is, she's married to Judd Apatow, who has produced all kinds of movies, including Trainwreck with, you know, what's her name and what's his name. She's been in The Cable Guy, pretty much all the Judd Apatow movies. I can't even think of them all. She's a very, very funny actress, super talented. And of course, Judd Apatow is pretty darn talented as well. But what she told me about acting is that you've just got to stop thinking about anybody else and just think, what do I think of this? It's all just, what do I think about what's happening? And I'm not going to share that. And, you know, she's got obviously a pretty wacky perspective, and maybe it helps that she is, let's change the camera angle here. Maybe it helps that she is married to Judd Apatow. He may help her with her, you know, seeing the insight in some of the jokes. I don't know. But she's just like, don't worry about it. Just do it, you know? Just have fun. Just let it go. Because if you do that, then people will see what your actual true human impressions are of what's going on in the scene, and that's what people want to see, is you being you, just being truthful. Because as soon as they sense that you are being truthful, they all of a sudden can share your perspective with you, and they can go, oh, I'm locked in. I'm now no longer watching this as a movie, but I am actually feeling what they are feeling as they are feeling it. And that is the most powerful thing you can do as an actor, is to be truthful and real and let it happen, not worried about what somebody else thinks or wants. And I don't care if it's a casting director or a producer or a director, they cannot tell you what to do, because by trying to just copy what somebody else says, since you don't have the internal mechanisms that are driving this behavior, it's going to come off 100% fake and untruthful, like some actors do. You can see they're doing something very, like, technical. They're crying, they're mad, they're upset, they're happy, but you have a sense that it's not really happening to them. And then all of a sudden you're just watching them, the actor, and you're not living through it with them, which is what you do when someone tells you an honest story. You live through it with them, and if you tell an honest story, then whoever you tell it to will live through it with you, because what they're doing is trying to imagine themselves in that situation. Like when people say, oh my gosh, that must have been so scary. Why do they know that? Because they are imagining themselves in that story. Okay, camera angle change. So imagine if you could get people to imagine themselves in the stories that you are telling. That would be super powerful, wouldn't it? I mean, they're looking through the sunroof right now. I think that's a cool angle. And so this is what Leslie Mann says. You got to let it go, because then you can be real. And if you are being real, the audience will literally take your seat with you. They will live through the performance like you are living through it. And they will imagine themselves, and they're going, oh, why do you think they get scared in movies? Because they're going, that must be scary, what they're going through, because I can feel it. Why are they laughing? Because it's funny, and now I'm laughing too because of the situation. They are imagining themselves in your shoes. So guys, if you just let it go and totally let it be yourself, then I can 100% guarantee you're going to make the best possible impressions on casting directors, producers, directors, so on, despite the fact that they're telling you something completely different, despite the fact that they're making it all about choices. There's no choices. How can you make a choice You can make a choice about a fact, but you can't make a choice about your behavior, okay? And how can you make a choice about facts when they are written on the page? If you're adding facts, then you're telling a different story than the one that's being told in the script. So don't add facts, just deal with the facts you have and let it rip, guys. And that is from the word of Leslie Mann, Leslie / Apatow. Judd Apatow's probably in there as well. Not to mention Joanne Barron and D.W. Brown, who were our acting teachers at this acting class. Shout out to them. Wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for them. But that's it, guys. Check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and go check out the merch. teespring.com/hackhollywood.com, and let me know what you think. What do you guys do to get yourselves fired up for acting? What do you do so that you know you will let it go? How are you going to apply this knowledge so that you don't show up at an audition wanting someone to tell you what to do? Because if you can just be yourself, they will love you every single time. Whether you book the job or not, that's not your job. That's somebody else's job. So don't worry about it. Just worry about your job, and I will talk to you soon.